Alright guys, here we're going over WOD number 3 for our competition, our internal throwdown. It's called How Bad Do You Want It? The workout is a chipper consisting of a 500 meter row, 30 toes to bar, 30 front squat, 115 pounds. For men prescribed 75 pounds, for women prescribed 95 pounds. For men scaled 55 pounds, for women scaled, followed by 30 pull-ups, 30 jumping pull-ups for scaled, 30 wall ball shots at 20 pounds and 14 pounds. That's a 10-foot target for men and a 9-foot target for women. The balls would be 14 pounds for men scaled and 10 pounds for women scaled as well, even though it doesn't say that on the paper, followed by 30 burpees and a 500 meter row. Alright guys, so we're going to go over the standards for the movements. You're probably started over here. So we are going to go over the rowing standards. We're going to go over the toe to bar standards, or the knee to chest standards. The knee to chest would be the scaled standards. And we're going to go over the front squat standards, pull-ups, wall ball shots, burpees, and back to the row. So each coach, or each judge I should say, is going to be with their athletes. The athletes does not start sitting on the rower, they start standing. So each athlete's going to have a section partitioned off for them with their barbell for their front squats and with their rowing ergometer. They're also going to have a section partitioned off for them for their pull-ups and toes to bar over by the pull-up bars, and also a section near the wall for the wall ball shot. So each athlete will have 3 sections. Okay? So the clock hits, 3, 2, 1, go. The athlete can get up on the rower and set themselves up and start rowing. Okay? They're starting from a just row. They're not starting from a 500 meter set distance. So just row up to 500 meters. Okay? So after they get to the 500 meters, they're going to move over to toe to bar. As the judge, you have to take your athlete to their section. Okay? Each section is going to be numbered off. So if this was a section number 1, there you go to bar number 1, and then to the placement number 1 for their wall ball shots. Okay? So row's complete. We move over to the toes to bar. If the athlete is not tall enough to get up on the bar, they can have it. The box will be set up for them to get up on the bar. At no point will the judge help them up onto the bar. Once they're on the bar, the standard for the toe to bar, the toes must touch the bar. So as a judge, you must be in a position to be able to see if your athlete is touching their toes to the bar every single time. In the same regard, every single rep, their feet must come behind the bar. So for example, toe to bar repetition. Those are all good reps. If the feet come out in front of the body, that would be a no rep. Feet must pass behind the plane of the bar, every single rep. And the toes must hit. For the standards for the knees to chest, the knees must come up to their chest, need to break parallel at the hip. This is a no rep. Must break parallel every single time on the knees to chest. And you have, as a judge, you have to be able to no rep your athletes. From the rowing to the knees to chest or the toes to bar, the athlete's going to go back to their bar over here in their section for their front squats. When the athletes get to their front squats, they have to pick the bar up, power clean. The first rep cannot be a full clean. They must power clean the bar up, set their feet, hips must get below parallel to full extension. Okay, so here are 3 good reps. This, no rep. No rep. You must come to full extension and hit depth with every rep. After the 30, the athlete puts the bar down, is going to go to their back to the bar for their pull-ups. So from row, toe to bar, front squat, back to pull-ups. Same thing if the athlete's on top to get up on the bar. They can get up on the box to get up on the bar. The standard for the pull-ups, the chin must clear the top of the bar. Butterfly, kipping, strict pull-ups for prescribed, jumping pull-ups for scaled. So the athlete starts up on the bar, the chin must clear the bar with every single rep. This would be a no rep. Same regard for the jumping pull-up. We'll measure the athlete, their forearm. The bar must be at the mid-forearm as their standard. So this would be a good standard for me, the 18-inch box. For a little bit taller athletes, they might use a smaller box we can modify as the judge. That would be your responsibility to set that box up. Your responsibility is for your individual athlete, not for other athletes. So after they rep out their 30 pull-ups, they're going to come over to their section for their wall ball shots.
So basically, mind your damn business.
For the wall ball shots, female standard, 9-foot target. That is the sticker, or at the top of the letters. The male standard, considering that our ceilings aren't super high, the ball must clear the letter, the top of the letter or the top of the sticker. So when the athlete picks the ball up, they must pick the ball up, stand all the way up before they go into their first movement. So this would be a no rep on the first movement. They need to pick the ball up off the ground, stand the ball up, full depth squat. That would be a rep for the male height, rep for the female height. So they must clear every rep. They must break parallel with their wall ball shots. Full depth squat, every rep. We kind of let the ball drop and pick it back up into a squat. You must either catch or drop and let it settle before they pick the ball up. They cannot let it bounce, catch, back into a squat. Okay? Those are the wall ball shot standards. Like I said, each will be sectioned off with a number. Okay, you'll know which area you're going to go bring with your athlete. So after the wall ball shots, they must go back to the section where their rower is to perform their burpees. 30 wall balls to 30 burpees. The standard for the burpees for both scaled and for prescribed. Hands go to the ground. The legs kick back. Chest and hips must touch the ground. Back up. They do not have to reach full extension at the hip. They can have partial extension as long as they get off the ground. If they do not get up off the ground, it's a no rep. So, for example, no rep. Rep. Okay? Same regard on the burpee. No rep. Chest, hips must touch the ground. That would be a rep. 30 burpees. We conclude the chipper with a 500-meter row. Menu button, just row. The athlete will set it themselves. And they get on the rower and they crank out that last 500 meters. As the judge, when they're done with their 500-meter row, you will get their time, give them their time at the end of the workout. And that's what we got for WOD number 3. Thanks, guys.